Sankalpa is a formal statement of intent chanted before any activity dedicating our actions to the God. On a daily basis, this is done while we perform Sandhya Vandanam. You can watch the video on Sandhya Vandanam from the link on the top right corner. We decide and focus on our activity and offer it to the God by designating the time and place of the activity. In this video, let us see how Vedic calendar or Panchangam is used in listing this chant for each day with the appropriate Tithi, Nakshatra, Vara, Yoga, Karana and other attributes pertaining to date and time. Sankalpa comprises of 4 sections as mentioned before. The time cycle. Before starting, larger time divisions like Yuga, Mahayuga, Manvantara and Kalpa are used to arrive at the current time cycle. This topic is out of the scope of this video. You can understand them by this link from the top right corner of the screen. Here we are interested only in the units of time that change often with respect to a human being, which we will be covering soon. We are currently in the first Kalpa, that is the Brahma's day of the 51st Brahma year, which is Shvetavaraha Kalpa, and 7th of the 14 Manvantaras, which is Vaivasvata Manvantara, and out of the 4 Yugas in Kali Yuga of the 18th Mahayuga. So the Sankalpa starts with Adya Brahmanaha, Brahma's life, Dvitiya Parardhe, second half, that is post 50 years, Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe, first Kalpa, that is Brahma's day of the 51st Brahma year, Vaivasvata Manvantare, the 7th Manvantara by name Vaivasvata, Ashtavimshati Tame, 18,000 yugas, that is 18 Mahayugas already completed, Kali Yuge Prathama Pade, first quarter of the present Kali Yuga. It continues to geographical specifications, which is the second section. Jambu Dvipe, an island or peninsula called Jambu, Bharatavarshe Bharatakhande, the nation called Bharat or Bharatvarsha, Meroh Dakshine Parshve, to the south of Meru mountain, Asmin Vartamane, in the present, Vyavaharike, for all practical purposes. We can see in the third section how precise our date and time were with respect to nature. This section involves the precise time using Vedic calendar, which is a lunisolar calendar. That is a calendar where we arrive at the time based on the movements of both the moon and the sun. In India, we have 2 ancient calendars that are based on the sun and the moon. They are solar calendar and lunar calendar. As a part of unity, both the calendars are followed in all the parts of the country, aggregated and called lunisolar calendar. This calendar has some parts of solar and some other from the lunar calendar, making it what it requires to fulfill a particular activity. Let us try to understand them one by one. Lunar units of time. The moon revolves around the earth and takes 29.5 days to complete its revolution, which can be rounded off to 30 days. Since the revolution is 360 degrees, there is a 12-degree difference between moon and sun when viewed from the earth. The time taken by the moon to complete this angle is a tithi, and the moon takes somewhere between 19 to 26 hours each day to accomplish this. These 30 days are divided further into 2 fortnights called Paksha. When the moon is towards the full moon, covering 180 degrees, the Paksha is called Shukla Paksha, the brighter phase, while during the new moon, covering the rest 180 degree, it is Krishna Paksha, the darker phase. Every fortnight has 15 days that repeat, apart from the new moon and full moon. They are as below. The collection of 30 moon days is called one Masa. There are 12 months like in any of the calendar, as this is the time it takes for the earth to revolve around the sun. The 12 months are as shown in the screen. 2 months together make a Ritu, translated to season. There are 6 Ritus based on different types of seasons. They are as shown in the screen. 12 moon months together make a year, which is called one Samvatsara. There are 60 Samvatsaras in total, in which the first 20 are dedicated to Brahma, second 20 to Vishnu, and third 20 to Maheshwara. These Samvatsaras are cyclic, and there is a shloka mentioning all the 60 Samvatsaras that you can read from the screen. Solar units of time. Nakshatra. When you look at the moon from the earth, the moon visits different constellations while traveling in its path. There are 27 constellations that the 360 degrees are divided into, and each constellation that it visits while it travels is a nakshatra, which will be 3 degree and 20 minutes each. These are the 27 nakshatras. Rashi. In a similar way, the sky is divided into 12 parts. When the moon visits these 12 constellations in its path, that will be at an angle of 30 degrees each. The name of the 30-degree constellation that the moon visits is called a Rashi. Ayana. There are 2 ayanas in 1 year. As the sun moves from east to west, along with that there is a slight deflection of the sun towards the north and the south, based on the earth's rotation. When the sun moves towards north, the day will be longer and is called Uttarayana. On the contrary, when the sun moves towards the south, the day will be shorter and is called Dakshinayana. The Sankalpa continues further as follows. Prabhavadi Shashti Samvatsarana Madhye, one of the 60 Samvatsaras starting from Prabhavanama Samvatsara, Sharvari Nama Samvatsare, by taking the name of the current Samvatsara, Uttarayane, in the Uttarayana, Vasanta Rutau, one of the 6 Ritus, Chaitra Mase, one of the 12 Masas, Shukla Pakshe, one of the 2 Pakshas, Somavasara, one of the 7 Varas or days, Ashvini Nakshatra Yuktayam, one of the 27 Nakshatras, Prathamyam Shubhatithau, one of the 30 Tithis. After all this, finally we are arriving at the activity. Here is where we describe the activity. If we are performing Pratha Sandhya Vandanam, then the Sankalpa will be like Shri Bhagavadagnya Bhagavad Kainkarya Rupam Pratha Sandhya Vandanam Karishye. By God's order and His service, I perform the morning Sandhya Vandanam. This clearly says that the activity is all dedicated to God and we are just a medium to perform them.